This is the strangest social experiment. This is when we find out if we're girls or women. Okay, let's see. No laughing. This is serious. What did I just say? She's laughing. But this one smells so nice. Forgot one of the most important parts. We have what looks like some iced coffee here. I'm so scared. It's full bend over. To me, it looks like a Diet Coke. Oh. Can't tell if I have no sense of smell today or if there's no smell. I feel like you can tell by the smell sometimes. Is that crazy? I'm gonna open these a couple times, so bear with me. The packaging on these. See, now this has like a slightly sweet smell, but some brands just stick with like that chemical-y smell and they like the smell is, why am I explaining this? This is their classic design. This feels more modern. It's doesn't really tell us much. They could be trying to throw us off. This formula looks expensive, but I don't want to put it on and up my, you guys are so sneaky. This is crazy. This is my job. All right. None of you are my friends. I'm not gonna let you in on my process at all. Check, check. Bluetooth mood. This is the strangest social experiment. It's being who can't talk back, and I'm doing this. This is a horrible mic. I feel like I need like a little zoomy monocle for this one. I'm looking at the finishings. I'm looking at the stitching, the way the leather bends. This is now Shoe Investigation ASMR. They took off all hint of branding. Shh, you don't get to know what I'm thinking. They're awful. Okay. Okay. I mean, I feel like I have an obvious impulse, but I've been wrong before. This is ranch dressing. Huh. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that smells of almost nothing, which is probably a sign that it's more expensive because they probably add scent. Okay. This is wasteful, but I have to switch because I'm wearing gloves. But that tastes like a classic drugstore ranch. Okay. Same weight. See, I don't know what this thing means. This crop circle on everybody's phones. I see it in like the nicer section of the phone cases, like when I go to Best Buy for like some camera or something. And this reflective thing is not super chic. Huh, okay. It's really the gloves that is making this so stupid. I'm like, my monocle, so dumb. This one's the more expensive one. This has the toggle to like turn your sound on and off, and this is blocked. And so it makes me feel like it's like off-brand or like it was made incorrectly or something. So this one feels like it's the higher end one. Oh my God. That was really tense for me. I think we did pretty good. Thank you so much for having me. And be sure to keep an eye out for volume 1 of my debut album, Alchemical, out December 1st. When they went to take the dress off, they had pinned through my skin. It didn't hurt, I literally felt nothing. There was no blood, nothing. But like, they were like, what was it caught on? It was my skin. Hi, Harper's Bazaar. This is Dove Cameron, and this is Fashion Flashback. Today, we will be looking back at some of my fashion moments, both beloved and less loved. This is from December 2013. Oh my God. Skinny jeans, very big at the time, also very big at the time. And I remember matching my hair bow To my shoe bow, really good. The glitter eyeshadow, also very strong choice. We're just gonna swiftly move on from that. This next look, I did have a stylist for this. I feel like you can sort of start to see the evolution of the sort of like more romantic, whimsical, gothic way that my style ended up going. I definitely remember loving this like Tim Burton-esque high neckline, lacy top. I definitely wouldn't pair it with this skirt now. To think we're a good idea on this carpet. Wow. This is a defining look. Also this pose, look at the nails, look at the rings, look at the bag. Not a high point for me in fashion. And the strappy, barely there, interesting design of this dress. I was very excited to be wearing Balmain. Olivier, my husband, love of my life. This look came together super last minute for my very first VMAs. It was before I had attended as a nominee. And I was just there because I like really wanted to go. So different, and the colors being just slightly off. I don't know, I love it. It like hits the right place in my heart. But I decided to reclaim the snake and make it feel powerful and sexy again. And this was a vintage Gucci dress that my stylist at the time found for me. And again, there's a big snake on my chest. I was really excited about this. It was my first time sort of stepping away from my previous identity with the strong lashes and the strong cat eye and the long blonde hair and the sexier thing I was doing. And even though this may not seem like it, this was like a big night for me in terms of being like, oh, I can do this differently and survive. The CFDAs. This was a huge night for me. I was wearing this gorgeous Carolina Herrera gown. This is just one of my favorite dresses I've ever worn. It felt so classic and interesting and sculptural, and I love this very like campy big bow. I went with Wes Gordon, the creative director for Carolina Herrera, my other husband, Olivier and Wes. My amazing makeup artist did this very dramatic eye. We just decided to go full-blown femme, gothic, whimsical fantasy look, and it was my first time debuting this hair that ended up really being like a big part of my identity shift. I'd like never felt more like myself, of a page turn, but I was so happy. I went with Iris Van Herpen. I mean, if you could pick one person to go as your first ever Met date, at a loss for words thinking about it. She's so magical. Also to be like nearly naked on the steps of the Met. I was like, guess I'm gonna be naked. Well, actually, so this is a funny story that I've never told, but they tried to make it to my measurements before it got to New York, but of course they had to alter it. The whole dress is being held together by like the finest mesh in the world. Like we're talking like spiderweb thin. All of these pieces are metal backed. They have fabric on top, which is what makes the arm pieces stand out and what makes everything hold in place. But literally one snag and the dress would be ruined. So when they were pinning it on me to alter it, we were pinning and I was holding a pose like this for over 2 hours, like just like this. It was so delicate that anytime anybody breathed, me or the tailor or anybody pinning, it was like a threat to the dress. So we were all like, but when they went to take the dress off, they had pinned through my skin. It didn't hurt, I literally felt nothing. There was no blood, nothing. But like, they were like, what is it caught on? It was my skin. I didn't feel anything. Is the dress okay? Get the dress off? Okay. Like, how many times can you wear a suit? This was my very first ever custom look that I co-designed with a fashion house, which was Coach. We designed this incredible dress from scratch with the train. You can see there's like all this kind of gothic lace at the bottom, and there's like patches of lace along the hip bone and thigh. So the CFDAs, it's really such an honor to be working with Coach. I really love this dress. This look is really classic, very me. Feels like they really gave me a look that is like the perfect blend of the house and their aesthetic and sort of my aesthetic. Effortless, pared back, classic but fresh, sexy. It was one of my favorites on the runway at the show, and I was really excited to wear it. And then the look that we went for with hair and makeup was just sort of like sticking with siren eyes, hair pulled back to really show off the beautiful tailoring on the chest.